How's it going, guys? My name is Infiltrator and welcome back to Dragon Ball FighterZ. Today's episode is a continuation of the episode I posted last time, where I'm still in Khalil's tournament. This time I'm in the loser side, unfortunately, after my loss to DoubleLL, and I'm in the winner's side of the bracket. And so at this point, I was kind of a little flustered because he did make that 3v1 comeback, and I was like, how could I possibly let that happen to myself? Just because, you know, I've never actually fought a Ginyu player who was that good. And it was just the first time I've actually seen something like that. We got him with the fake side switch cross-up. That literally only works on good players, by the way. It's like they react fast enough to think you're going to go for the cross-up, but then they don't realize you're just not. Because like it's really hard to react to that second part. And so people who can fall for it and then switch their block are absolute monsters. Like their defensive reactions are so good. And I was so upset that this dropped. Even looking back, I forgot this happened. But we got the spark out of him. The reason he sparked there, at least I think, is that was kind of a scramble right there. The reason he sparked right there is because Yamcha, with his level 1, if you use it on block, you can control how fast or whenever you want the ball to come out. And so with that, I kind of scared him into thinking if he tries to press a button, the ball will come back and hit him, and that'll do enough damage to kill him. So he sparked. And for those of you who don't know, the mix-up I just did with Yamcha, in sparking with his 2H air dash to cross up, is probably my favorite mix-up with Yamcha and sparking just because it's so strong. I ended up getting a misinput there. I wanted to do the optimal conversion instead, but I ended up getting that. At this point, I'm mainly using these mix-ups against him just because I'm actually not sure why, but I wasn't mixing up my offensive options, which wasn't good. I'm not even sure if he actually blocked that, like if he tried to block or 2H or something, but I ended up catching him. He's not going to die here because I did not have enough meter, but at this point I was like, things are going well. I got him with the empty low into Dragon Rush, which I think is also an incredibly strong mix. It doesn't work against people who are mashing. Even empty lows honestly don't work against people who are mashing, but it's just a good thing to use against most players because most players are going to respect you and they know it's not a very good thing to mash on a wake up from like a level 3 or something. At this point I'm kind of expecting to go for a wake up level 3 or something like that, which is why I wasn't capitalizing on my Oki. I was surprised I didn't manage to punish him for his Ki Blast right there, and that was very close to being a cursed Super Dash confirm. And I remember that very clearly. I tried to cancel into my legs in the air, but it just didn't come out. And so I ended up getting punished for it. The thing you're going to notice that happened a lot in this tournament is that I had a lot of misinputs today. Like once I got into loser's bracket, I made it through the first 2 matches kind of fine in terms of my inputs, but the very last match you guys are going to see, it was the worst match I've had in a while. I was the reason, nothing bad about my opponent. He was a very strong player, very good. But the reason I lost that match is because of myself. I was misinputting things left and right. I didn't kill characters when I easily could have. And it just ended up resulting in me just throwing away the match. And then I just got tilted by that. For those of you who don't know, tilted is kind of like when you get upset, when you get angry and you start making bad decisions. I wasn't expecting that to connect, by the way. That was very much a mistake in terms of what I wanted to do, but it ends up working out, so I'm not going to complain about that. And that was the first round to us. Now back to what I was saying before. Being tilted means you go on the offensive and you stop thinking about what you're doing as much because you are upset about something that happened earlier. So it happens a lot in every kind of game, honestly, but at least in fighting games, the way I see it applying is that you stop focusing on defense as much, and you try to just get in on them all the time. That's how it usually manifests itself in me. Something to note about my opponent in this match is he had amazing usage of UI Goku A assist. You're going to see another player do that as well. I think the third opponent who ended up actually not doing as hot against, but you guys will see what happens there. I got him there, and I dropped the combo again, so I was wrong actually. I was dropping stuff. But luckily I managed to, oh, never mind, I thought I got the kill here. I did not, I dropped that as well. I could have just gone to a knockdown called in Krill and he would have died, but look at all that blue life he got back. We got the standard knockdown here, and I think he woke up pressing buttons, but luckily we managed to catch him with Krillin's beam. He's not dead, unfortunately, just because, you know, we didn't have enough meter for anything. And that is the beauty of having Yamcha assist. That was a beautiful raw tag. I was so surprised when he got that raw tag off. But it was a very nice raw tag because he got out of my fake empty low because, you know, that's not really something that keeps you locked in. It just takes advantage of the fact that your opponent's just gonna respect you, give you the respect in terms of blocking your block string, and That, I remember distinctly, was so surprising. UI Goku still has so much stuff that I have not seen, and it's just, I don't know how to fight against him. That was so stupid. That was probably one of the worst decisions I've made in a long time. Just full screen super dashing at him when I'm in sparking. It's such an obvious scenario, and then I just wanted to get in because I was just so surprised. I was flustered by that. If I was good, I would have converted off that. He gets mixed up here because a lot of people don't know what to do against Chrome there for some reason. It's kind of interesting because it is a very, very fake mix. You can literally just 2H it or mash and you will win in that situation. But people just like react to something going at them from overhead. I think that was the first time he's used that wake up option, which is why I wasn't expecting it, so very nice on his part. I think I'm going to start being more cautious about that after this, just because UI Goku does take a lot of advantage of that move if you use him properly. Like, I know DoubleLL did it a lot, and he kept doing it even though I didn't expect him to, which is why it kept working so efficiently. Nice tech from him. That could have very easily been punished, and he got me with this. I'm expecting a reset here, just because everyone does those resets, but I was not expecting the command grab there. UI Goku just has so many tools. It's really annoying to fight against him. I got hit by the 6M there, because I really couldn't see what was going on, especially with Broly's assist coming in. So the thing I feel like is really, really strong in this game is when something stops you from seeing. Like Android 18's EX17 call. When she calls it in for the mix-up, you literally can't see what's going on. You have to mash reflect. You might get lucky and just notice that she's jumping above you, so she's going to go for something like that. She's going to go for an overhead, but even then she can bait you instead, and it just... There's a lot going on there. Same with Ginyu. That's why Ginyu is so strong. He's a lot going on the screen, so it's tough to see. And then he just controls neutral itself if you let him get going, which is another thing that makes him really strong. Like, a lot stronger than I thought. And that, I thought I was holding back, but I just got hit instead. So this match did not go so great for me. A lot of things happened that I should have been able to block, but I just didn't end up being able to because I wasn't expecting it, or it just... online. I don't know. It's why I lost this match, but this guy's a very, very strong player as well, so I'm not saying anything bad against him. He's also running a very, very unique team. One of the few map players I actually know. I know there's Iceberg, who I fight in my videos sometimes. I was upset that dropped as well. But we managed to bait him out there, because usually people go for a super dash on an up tech like that. But because I went for EX legs, he thought I was going to go into the super dash animation and I ended up getting him instead. That dropped because I didn't do the right combination of legs. Unfortunately, Nappa's not... Oh, wait. I was very, very proud of that. I was actually so surprised I managed to convert off of that Dragon Rush into Yamcha assist. Like, I did not expect that to happen one bit. And of course, I mashed after that because UI Goku is not plus. Regardless of how it looks, he is definitely not plus after that move, which is why I took advantage. I thought he crossed me up there, which is why I got hit there, because I started blocking the different side because I wasn't expecting him to stay on that side. Okay, and I actually tried to DP there, which is why you saw me go for the medium, but it didn't come out, so I got standing medium and got hit by that. I'm not exactly sure what would win, the 214H or a DP, because they're both technically invincible moves, right? I mean, I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look that up some other time, but Teen Gohan's alive. I'm going to spark here. Or not. Actually, no, it's smart. Oh. I was going to say it's smart I didn't spark there, but then I raw tagged, which was also very bad. But I got very lucky that Yamcha actually managed to turn around there. I go for the optimal extension here. I managed to connect it. I think I do go for a regular reset, but he does not get hit by it because I mess up. And UI Goku's A assist actually withstood the beam, so I guess that's also beam invulnerable. There's still a lot about UI Goku that I don't particularly understand. I do want to spark eventually though, once Broly gets me into a block stream, because I do not want to deal with this character. He's so annoying to block against, and I don't know what he tried to do there, again. But he's not dead, I don't think so, but I'm still going to swap into Team Gohan here, because I want to get my Krillin back. I like his assist a little bit too much to have him run point for me. I don't know what he tried to do there. Maybe he got to level 3, but I didn't actually see counter. Maybe I missed it or something, but it means he didn't press a button. So maybe he just wasn't blocking high, or maybe he was trying to chicken block. That would have been a cursed cross-up if it actually connected, but we got him that time with the normal cross-up. And the reason you see me going for that extension right there is because I was too far away. At least it looked like I was too far away to go for the normal vanished extension. That was very nice. UI Goku doing UI Goku things, but he had to spend an extra bar because he did not actually go with the full extension, I don't think. So at this point we have a very strong lead. I'm feeling pretty confident at the moment. It's just UI Goku is, you know, obviously a very scary character. He blocked that, which is good, but let's see what happens. Yeah, he blocked it again. So my offense with Yamcha, that was interesting. So my offense with Yamcha basically centers around two different things when I have them in the block string. I want to stagger them, and so I can either get them with a 5M, or I can go into the EX Wolfang Fist mix-ups, which is, you know, you do the light version cross-up then EX, or you go straight into the medium cross-up. That was very close, but again, he got hit by this mix-up, which is my favorite. It's literally the strongest Yamcha mix-up I know, and it's the reason I ended up winning this match, at least getting his UI Goku up before he could do more damage. But I had a lot of fun fighting this guy. Very strong opponent, of course. And, yeah, I'll see you guys next time in the next match. Okay, so the guy we're fighting here is Transformers. Transformer, I guess. He's actually a recurring opponent on the channel. I fought him 2 times now. The first one was in one of my Zamasu videos, where I was running a different team, which is just basically like characters who can do loops in the corner. I think it was Blue, Goku, Base Vegeta, and Bardock. And the second time was in another video where I was running a random team, and he ended up absolutely washing me both times. So going into this, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do against him, because I fought him before, and it didn't go to my favor, but I've never actually fought him with my main team before. Okay, I go for this extension right here, because I'm like, maybe I can try this online and see if it'll be able to work out for me. It did end up working out for me, and I got the full combo. I was kind of surprised, because I usually don't land it online, just because lag is usually pretty bad. The reason I sparked there is because I was in a very, very bad situation. Because I was pushed between Zamasu's assistant to Kid Buu's following JH. He could have gone into any number of mix right there. And I did not want to take that. I know it was a very early sparking, but it's just, and sometimes I feel like it's important for me to save a character rather than just save spark for a later on scenario. So at this point we're both down sparking, and we're just kind of playing neutral. He ends up getting hit there, luckily for us. Okay, I tried to go for the same extension, but I didn't delay it enough, which is why I dropped the combo, of course. And here I am in Zamasu's pressure. Luckily the DP ends up working, you know, get off me, but we go into the normal mix right here. He's not respecting that, which is what makes me realize he doesn't know that you can 2H Team Gohan after that follow-up. Or maybe he was expecting an assist to come through, which is why he didn't press anything, but it ended up working out for me, and that is his Zamasu out of the way very early. I remember his Zamasu does a ton of damage. I mean, Zamasu in general does a ton of damage, but this guy's combos were literally on another level, and his assist calls with Zamasu were always crazy. Both of his assists are really easy to confirm off of. I think he level 3s right here. Level 1 in the Spirit Bomb, yeah. Okay, so Zamasu and Base Goku both have very, very easy to confirm off of assists. I don't remember what assist for Kid Buu is running. I think it's the ball, actually. So that's like good for covering up the screen so you can't really see what's going on. And wow, Krillin died immediately. He did not get much of a chance to sign at all, did he? Okay, we're pretty even. I have a little bit more bar and a tiny bit more life than he does. So at this point it's going exactly how I expected it to, honestly, because I know Transformer's a very, very strong player. Luckily I managed to bait him, but I did not confirm off of that Vanish punish. So a lot of people don't know, you can actually punish a whiffed Vanish with a light jab. That was a terrible decision by me. He was baiting me out, but he got the fancy combo off on me. But yeah, you can punish a whiffed Vanish with a 5L, assuming they completely miss your body and don't actually touch you. I wasn't expecting it to happen, which is because I usually don't go for that punish. Okay, nice block on his part. What's he gonna go for here? I don't exactly remember what happens. I know this match was just like a whir. Everything just happened so fast. That was a beautiful raw tag. The reason that was so great is because he managed to, again, avoid my my cross up into EX lags. This time that was a very smart call by me, because I knew he was on the ground. The Yamcha assist comes out at 19 frames. At least I think it's 19 frames, so it's basically unreactable. So I caught him walking forward, trying to get under me and keep me in the corner. But because I had Yamcha assist, it ended up actually hitting him for walking forward instead of blocking. So it was a very, very smart defensive call, or I guess offensive call in this scenario. And so he's down to solo base Goku. I've been in this scenario before. I actually fought against the Kill Sage at the same thing with this, I think, or in the same situation. He had base Goku and I had Krillin and Yamcha, and he actually ended up, again, making the full comeback against me. At this point, I'm going to start going for the fake cross-up, because I know he's blocking my stuff, and he ends up getting hit by that. I did the wrong combo again, a misinput, and then working against me. And because I gave him too much respect, because I'm used to base Goku's going for a second EX elbow after the first one gets hit on block, but he didn't do that, and so because of my respect, he ended up just getting to take his turn back again. So we're in the hard knockdown situation right now, but I'm not too worried about it just because it's base Goku. I jumped out too late, so I'm assuming that I was still facing some block stun, which prevented him from getting the grab against me. I think I dropped this here because I know I had a very scaled starter, so I should have just gone for 2 JMs instead of the full air series, and because of that I lose Yamcha. A stupid drop, happens all the time, to the best of us actually, which is why I wasn't too upset about it. I was a little upset because it keeps happening. It's just something that happens. Sometimes everyone has those off days. At this point, I'm really nervous because I know UI Goku actually has some really strong neutral. But I know Team Gohan's key blocking is actually better than UI Goku's, or than base Goku's, sorry. And I ended up actually catching him for that, but this right here, that was another terrible misinput. I ended up catching him right here with my Super Dash and DX legs, but I very nearly threw away that match just because I put a misinput in and got a DP. So at this point, my heart was like, why are you doing this to yourself, dude? Why are you dropping your combos here when you shouldn't be? And so I was very inclined to just like, you know, I took a little breather right here. I wanted to calm down a little bit because I ended up dropping that. I think because my nerves were getting to me, just because of the fact that we were so close to losing that. And I actually ended up, I got a misinput there. My extension didn't come out. And I'm lucky I wasn't chicken blocking there because that would have very easily caught my chicken block, which I explained before in the comments is basically when you hold up back when you're blocking. That was, I think, a mistake. I think he tried to go for the double overhead, but it didn't end up coming out. And that was a mistake in raw tag. I meant to call in Yamcha assist for the lockdown effect, but he didn't get it. And this guy didn't get the low. I think he was trying to go for the side switch into a low, but he ended up getting a mid instead. He got caught by my trusty Yamcha mix, the best mix with Yamcha in the game, and we get the full extension here. Oh, never mind, I dropped it. Seems to be the norm. I could have very easily extended this a different way, maybe like J2H into Team Gohan's assist, and that would have been able to actually kill him. So, looking back on this, I was definitely making a few mistakes in my combo choice as well. I could have punished him there with a JL. We get him with that. We get him with the fake side switch. Actually, was that a fake side switch, or did that actually end up crossing him over? I cannot remember anymore. I feel like he walked forward, then realized and walked back, but it actually crossed up because he walked forward. So it actually ended up working out for me. And now we get Yamcha assist into the extension into DP. And that was a good decision because I didn't have meter. And if I went for any other extension there, I wouldn't have been able to kill Kid Buu. So it actually ended up working out great for me. At this point I'm dealing with Zamasu mix again. I actually blocked that. That was a very, very interesting interaction. I walked forward enough where my walking forward actually blocked the fake side switch. So that's kind of interesting that I guess if you predict it, or if you react fast enough to them jumping over you, you can actually block it by default. I'm not exactly sure, but that's how it seemed to work out there. I tried to go for a DP there, but again, I didn't come out, so I ended up actually getting hit, and I think Team Gohan's dead here? Yeah. Unless Blade of Judgment doesn't connect. Actually, never mind, it does connect. Oh, never mind, he drops it right there, I remember that. Here, I know he's falling for the fake side switch all the time, which is why I decided to go for an actual cross-up this time, and of course, I dropped the combo. Seems to be about the norm today, but I actually ended up baiting his super dash, and then I dropped the extension again. So a lot of what you're seeing right here is me being successful with what I'm doing, and then failing because of how I handle the situation afterwards. I'm not converting off my hits. I'm not doing well with the hits I'm landing. That was a very cursed super dash. I actually ended up completely turning Krillin around, so I'm not complaining. It was very good, but today was not a good day for my combos. At least I can say that. At this point, I'm wary of a Dragon Rush, a tick throw, or anything like that, which is why I actually got hit by that 6M because I tried to tech a DR. I pressed Dragon Rush because I was expecting him to go for Dragon Rush, but he went for the 6M instead. So what that was, I guess I call that guess blocking. So what I'm doing right there is instead of actually reacting to something, I predict what he's going to do. It's not very good, but it actually, when you predict right, it works perfectly. But again, when you don't predict right, it ends up you getting hit with random things that should not be hitting you. So I have him right here. I'm going to go bait his spark. I remember this. I was very, very pleased with this because it's always the best feeling when you actually bait someone's spark with Yamcha's 5H and actually call him out for it. But in hindsight, it probably wasn't the best move because he has a full sparking base Goku, and I'm gonna die for this. This 2M did so much damage. Base Goku with sparking and limit break does an absolute like ton of damage. Like I wasn't expecting to die here. Like if I'm being completely honest with you, I thought I was gonna live through this, but then all of that damage came to me. You don't usually expect to die at 80%. But I guess with sparking, limit break, and 2M, what can you really expect? At that point, whenever someone super dashes at me and catches me in the air while they're in sparking, I try to think I can run under them or air dash forward in case there's a gap. He was smart in that he didn't leave a gap there, so I actually ended up getting fully staircase down to the bottom. He didn't take the Dragon Rush, and that is, I think, going to be the match for us unless I drop it. No, I didn't drop it. Okay, so that is base Goku dead, and that's me taking the set 2-0. So this actually ended up working out. Again, we got down to a 1v1 character situation. Very, very strong player. As usual, since I fight him all the time, I know he's strong. But I will see you guys in the next match. Okay, and this is, I guess you guys can tell from the length of this video, the final match of this video. I'm fighting against this guy, Mike. I've never fought him before. I have no idea what to expect. He fought Kanto Kite in the winner's bracket and lost 0-2, so I wasn't exactly sure how good he was going to be, especially since I've fought Kanto Kite before with a side team and managed to take a few games off of him, so I was like, okay, I think I can handle this, you know, and there was some lag right there, and I actually didn't end up getting my fake side switch. That was another thing. This match was a little laggier than I think the others were, so maybe that's why I was dropping inputs left and right. This right here was a mistake on my part, because I tried to Dragon Rush after that. So I used up my Smash property with the J236M. I forgot that I'd done that. So usually when you go with the kicks right there, you can get the last hit to be a smash, which is why it ends up actually letting you combo into Dragon Rush in the wall, and he punished me by running under and jabbing me. Again, I sparked early. That was a misinput again, but that was a nice UI Goku call. So in the first match, I said GR7 had very nice UI Goku calls. This guy's assist calls were absolutely insane. He was so good at timing them. Everything he pressed, whenever he pressed it, ended up working out for him. It was just a series of unfortunate events that led to me like not just getting hit by it. That was a terrible guard cancel. I would not recommend you guard canceling on like the first 2 hits of a block string, just because people usually expect something like that. They're staggering their strings. Especially the higher up you go, people just expect that kind of stuff. And this was the consequence of me burning my spark so early. I ended up losing, I don't know if I lose Krillin here, but eating that entire block string into mix just because I didn't have a get out of jail card. So I'm in the corner pressure again. I don't exactly have much to do besides just be patient with my blocking. Yamcha does not work out for me, but I go for the mix and he gets hit by it. So at this point I need to swap out Krillin. Krillin's hurting. I need him because he has beam assist, so I call on Team Go on for the level 3. I'm expecting to either go for Spark or level 3 on Wake Up, which is why I guess I wasn't. Looking back on it, I should have been. And how I handled that situation was very bad. When someone empty sparks behind you, you should JL. You can punish them for that. They don't actually have an advantage just for vanishing at you in the air. You can punish them for thinking it's their turn after that. Team Gohan goes down because of that. I handled that situation wrong. I think I actually got hit with UI Goku's A assist. And the fact that I died there just shows how bad the scale, how like little scaling that does. I messed up there, but I got him with the Forbidden Mix with the 2M. I guess you can consider it an American reset. It really wasn't, but it ended up working out for me. So we have UI Goku in the corner. I have my Yamcha mix up. I don't remember what I do here. Okay, yeah, I go for the jumping thing. I could very easily kill him here if I don't go for the fancy combos. I do not, and that means I get him down with Destructor Disc. There was a little bit of lag there, but it is online, so what can you expect? So we're doing pretty well at this point. I would say we're in the lead. Oh, the reason that happened right there is because my fingers were misarranged on my keyboard. So I play on keyboard, which a lot of you guys probably don't know, but given the fact that I play on keyboard, if I move my hands even like a slight centimeter, all my fingers end up on the wrong keys. So in that point, I was trying to dash forward and I pressed caps lock instead. And so I just stood still there. Okay, I end up dropping the combo because I think I held on to the 236M in the air, which is why, you know, I didn't get the sliding knockdown off that. Nice block on his part. What's he gonna do here? He dashes forward expecting the cross up, and Kid Buu should die here. Keyword being should. I should just take the knockdown and kill him, right? Me being stupid, either hold on to the M in the 236M, or I just have too much hit stun to go for that ender. And because of that, Krillin's gonna die. Kid Buu should have died, but no, I tried to be fancy. And that is the issue with trying to be optimal instead of killing. Actually, you know what? Trying to be fancy instead of being optimal. Being optimal means you're gonna kill them. What I did there was just a waste of time. Like, I could have killed him right there just by going for the normal knockdown. Didn't end up working out for me. That was a nice reflect. I almost called it a little bit too early, and I whiffed my JM, so he just got the standard 5L punish, which I was really surprised about, honestly. I wasn't expecting my JM to whiff. I think he tried to do a level 3 right there, and since he super dashed, I tried to wake up and press buttons, but he actually recovered quicker than I could punish that, which is why I ended up getting hit by his 5L on wake up, and he goes into the level 3 next. So blocking Bardock isn't something I'm particularly worried about, because Bardock honestly doesn't have incredible mix. It's just Kid Buu assist gives a lot of mix to Bardock as well. I was very lucky I teched that Dragon Rush. I mean, I actually reacted to that, so it was good. I should have converted off that again. Failed conversion leads to Yamcha dying because I wasn't expecting my 5H to whiff right there, because I wasn't expecting to get hit by a raw 5M. Like, who gets hit by that, right? But because of that, I ended up losing the first round. A lot of mistakes were made in that round. I realized what I did. I should have tried to actually play normally instead of trying to keep going and be greedy with meter or whatever I was doing right there. There was absolutely no point for me to go for that. There was no reason Kid Buu should have stayed alive. Okay, at this point we're just playing neutral. I'm sitting back, I'm dealing with this mix. I was very glad I blocked that floating mix, and then I get caught by the fake stuff. I should have just super dashed through that. I'm giving this Kid Buu way too much respect. Like, Kid Buu's mix right there, the Ki Blast, is not jailing. It's not something that's real. I get caught by UI Goku assist because I try to wake up pressing buttons on delay tech, which is something I do very often. It's not a very good habit, but it's something I do. I wanted to keep Team Gohan alive, which is why you saw me spark there. I've been missing every single side switch on Kid Buu. I'm not exactly sure why, but it's been happening. And I got hit by UI Goku's A assist, so I'm dealing with all this damage again, which is crazy considering I started off in this combo with sparking active, and I still ended up taking this much damage from getting clipped by an assist. Okay, that is genuinely the first time I've ever done that. Like, ever playing this game. Reflect raw tag, I never do that. And I was like, okay, I need to switch things up. Maybe playing how I normally play isn't going to help me. And that was a big mistake. Considering playing how I normally play is the reason I should have won. That was crazy. That 6M confirm was so cool. I wasn't expecting it to connect, but it actually ended up taking me into full combo, the meatiest of 6Ms. Anyways, what was I saying? Anyways, I made mistakes. Again, a lot of mistakes. He gets hit by the tick throw here, and I'm going to go for the level 3 because I want to get the mix. I don't know if I call him Yamcha. No. Oh, I whiffed, but I actually ended up getting him here. I went for the wrong combo. I could have gone for something a lot more optimal and I actually killed him here, but I didn't go for it, and he ended up sparking and saving Kid Buu, which was not good, and I got hit by a raw Ki Blast. I think I tried to super dash, but because I actually pressed it a little late, it might have caught my startup frames, but I'm not sure what I did there. At this point, I'm tilted. I've been tilted since I kind of dropped that combo on Kid Buu, which is why I've been a lot more aggressive and done a lot of things that are wrong in this match, and I messed up the conversion there again, and I'm in another block string. I'm giving him too much respect. I'm not being very smart with my offensive options. We blocked those, but then I got caught into another Kid Buu mix, and I was not expecting that side switch right there. So again, props to my opponent. He actually kept mixing me up a lot of times here. The fact of the matter is, I'm not playing the way I normally am. In this match, at least, I was not playing the way I normally was. I made decisions that I normally would not have made, like that reflect raw tag. I was messing up things that I usually get all the time, like the side switch JL and the 236H. I just go for the raw level 3 because I'm like, why not? I have nothing else to lose here. And then I'm like, this sparks a slimmer of hope in me that maybe I can make this comeback. Again, I had a misinput there. I wanted to go for 236M, but I ended up getting 5M. And I get caught by UI Goku assist and lose the entire set because of mistakes I made. So I'll reflect on this and hopefully do better in the future. Maybe next time I compete in this I won't do as badly as I did. I got 5th place, but I ended up doing pretty well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know if you guys want to see more stuff like this in the future, but I will see you guys next time in Dragon Ball FighterZ.